So one of other signs that can tell you if you are affected by this is if you are too sensitive about making mistakes. Everything you do, you are very, you don't want to make mistakes and things like that. You're just too careful, to the extent that you not even do anything because you don't want to make a mistake. That could be a sign. And then another thing is that you're always thinking your comment will not make sense. Maybe you're in a meeting or you're having a gathering and let me just keep quiet so that they will not think I'm, not making sense with my comment and things like that. That could be a sign that you are being affected by this. So, what do we do?
What do we do? Alright, so I think the first thing is that know that you are not alone. Like the best of us go through this. Like I've had my own share of feeling like, especially when I moved into my my role at work. Of course, it was within a different job, and now I'm into my professional job. Even though I had a book knowledge, I had never been in that particular scenario. And also I was working with all the people I was working with several years of experience and all that. So I was coming in as also with the fact that coming in as immigrant and so those circumstances so of course I had my own fair share of of that. But what did I do? I think for me was that I was I made it as a point of duty that I was going to be very open to constructive criticism. Yes, so I was open to that, and I told my colleagues at work, I said, well, fine, I can do this, but I want you to, give me feedback. Fine, I've been writing reports, I've been doing this and all that. So when I do this, I share with them, what do you think? What do you think? Right? Not because I want to know their opinion, but I just want to assess, what I'm delivering to what the expectation is, right?
Or even tap from their wealth of experience.
Right? Yeah. So I was very open. So I think one thing that we can do is that don't be too sensitive to constructive criticism. When people tell you that you can do it, don't feel ashamed. No, there's always a learning curve. In fact, that word was just flying around when I first started my job. Like, the learning curve. Like, So the best of us actually have this feeling.
I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one. And it's important for you to know that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Live one day at a time. Don't be too much in a rush to get to the end. Follow suit with the process. Gather as much experience as you need, in your new role. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure.
I also think that we should share our feelings. So when you feel like you're going through this, I think you should talk to someone, probably your mentor. Because I remember when I had this, I spoke to my mentor about it, and he was like, "Oh, come off it! Like this is something that we all go through and all that." So that kind of allayed my that feeling, and I felt better. So speak with people that have that have gone ahead of you. I think that's important.
I mean, when you hear other people's stories, then it can be a huge relief for you as well. And I can remember when I started my PhD, I was so green, and I looked at the things I was supposed to achieve, and it looks like a big mountain before me, But one thing I did was that I broke it down into smaller tasks. Okay, which one do I achieve first? Which one will be the next? And that actually helped me. And sometimes we don't celebrate successes that are small. Celebrate the small ones and move to the next one. Celebration on the small one will give you confidence to move to the next one, right? Don't wait until the end before you celebrate yourself.
That's true. That's a good one. And I also feel that we should, stop comparing yourself with other people. Stop comparing, because you don't know what other experiences that these people are going through that they're not sharing. So the fact that someone looks prim and proper and has delivered that wonderful presentation, you don't know what the person, like the fears the person has before delivering that presentation, if only they told you. So don't compare yourselves with other people. You are your own yardstick, right?